Hey guys, welcome to Madera Farms.
Hey.
Today is a very exciting day. We are
And
prepping.
we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, we are prepping.
And I'm gonna sleep with Maggie Day.
Let's sleep naked. We are prepping for our very first sourdough workshop. So I have a few things going on today. I clearly did not get myself ready yet, but that's okay. We are gonna roll with it today because I am just gonna be going, and I wanted
applesauce.
you eat that applesauce. Wanted to bring you guys along with me so you can see how I'm gonna prep for our very first workshop.
I gave Sister a lid.
Good job. As well as finish baking out all of the wholesale orders that I have going on. So I actually got a few more Dutch ovens. So right now I'm using 4 in the oven. I have another one in the car. I just forgot to bring it in. So I'm going to be trying to bake with 6 at a time. I have 7 attendees coming and we are just doing it in my kitchen because you know what? That's where I bake and that's where I feel comfortable. So I'm just going to bring these people along with me just like you. So right now I'll show you guys. I have 4 loaves cooling.
I have 4 legs, 2 legs.
I have a bunch of jars that I am getting ready to start starters for all of my attendees because they are going to leave with an active starter and they're going to leave with a loaf of bread that they have scored and baked. So he wants to be in the video. So we're going to let him. So right now I am getting their starters ready. I have 2 starters that are active that need discarded and refed. So what I'm going to do instead of throwing it in the garbage, I am going to pour some of this into each of these jars, feed everything, and that way everything's active and ready to go for tomorrow's workshop.
Tomorrow's workshop.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's workshop. I'm gonna be in the video.
Well, hang on. I'm showing them how I'm doing these. So you just have to be in there, huh?
Hey, well, yay. Be in the video. I want to be in the video.
You are in the video.
No, I'm crazy in the video.
You are crazy in the video.
Oh.
You're just being silly, aren't you? Are you being a silly pants? Are you being silly?
Yeah, video. Yeah, video. Oh, video. Wait.
Started 2 yesterday because I had to discard anyways. I have 2 here that I am going to discard and refeed as well, but these are already pretty much ready to go.
Hello guys, it's Courtney. Hello guys, it's a video of me, and I'll show you how to get this. How to get this mixed. How to get this mixed.
What?
How do you get this mixed?
How do we get it mixed?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
And I'll put them back right here, so nobody doesn't get them. And we'll pour some water. You're right, Mom. You're right.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to be pouring 1/4 cup, a little bit more, of warm water into all of these jars, and then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of flour.
One of the most important things is that the attendees get a very strong active starter so they can feel confident in making their bread. I know when I first started making sourdough, I tried to make my own starter, and that's a very, very hard process if you're not doing it correctly. So for them to leave with an active starter is going to help them get off onto the right foot and make it a little bit easier for them to start making bread. So I refed all of these and they look great.
It is complete chaos. So I have started to bag up some of the bread because my cooling area is just a little restricted with all the stuff that we're doing right now. So the first 4 are bagged, they're cooled, good to go. The pepperoni are cooling right now. I have 4 more in the oven and then 2 more to go. We'll be done baking. I have to go get treats for Colton's school because they're celebrating his birthday early. And I have to stock up on everything we need for the workshop. I started getting little bits at a time, but we're gonna do mimosas, which is really fun. I thought it would be a cool like Mother's Day thing because this is happening the day before Mother's Day. So I am doing mimosas. I need to get champagne. I need to get ice. I still have, I need to get more flour, bulk up on that. And then I think I'm pretty much done. I got some cheese and stuff. I'm gonna make like a little charcuterie board just for snacks and whatever. Other than that, I think we're pretty much set. I am going to basically be tearing down my entire like eat-in kitchen. So don't mind the mess. This is where the workshop's gonna take place. So what I have to do is literally get rid of all these plants. I think they're all gonna go. I'm gonna move that table into one of the kids' rooms because they're staying the night at their grandparents. So I'm gonna move one of those tables in there, put all the plants on that right by the window so it's still fine. And then I am bringing in like one of those foldable tables and I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna get some more chairs. We have them in the garage. I'll set that all up, make sure everything is like scrubbed down and clean. So once I get through all of this baking and stuff, we have to deliver bread and eggs and go do the stuff for Colton's school and drop him off at school, drop Theo off at her grandparents, and then we'll start prepping for tomorrow's workshop. As I do that, I will explain a little bit more on my idea behind the workshop and goals and all that stuff. So I'm gonna sit down, have a cup of coffee. I think I have 9 minutes before these loaves come out. So yeah. So I just got back home, dropped the kids off, picked up the champagne. Now it is time to get everything cleaned and set for this awesome workshop that is going down tomorrow. I came home to a little bit of Happy Meal. So with us having this workshop, it is important that we can bake 6 loaves at a time. So there's gonna be 7 attendees. There was only supposed to be 6, but another girl asked if she could bring her friend. Perfectly fine. But I just let her know like, hey, we can only bake 6 at a time because we're literally baking in my kitchen. We just have to be patient because we're gonna have to, you know, bake one later. So I got another one of the Dutch ovens that I already had. The brand is called Edging. This was $30 on sale on Amazon. I think it was like 35% off. It just came up on my thing and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be using them. So might as well just buy another one. And this has worked out so nice. I like the other one a lot. It does come with these little holders, but honestly, I don't even use them because it just it's too hot in the oven and I'm like in the back of my oven reaching for them. So I don't use them, but it is a 5-quart, pretty sure. I'll put the information in the link below so you guys can see that. They're really nice quality for the price. I know you can go to Williams-Sonoma and you can get $300 Dutch ovens. I honestly don't know why you would. For me, I talked about it in many videos. This is my mother-in-law's. I bought it for her was it Mother's Day? Maybe it was her birthday. And she has kept it looking beautiful and white. If you've seen mine, you know that mine does not look like this. I'm honestly even afraid to use hers because I know once it gets heated up, it's not gonna look good. So I prefer cast iron just because it holds up so much better. It doesn't get as dirty and it doesn't look as like, I don't know, used. I just like cast iron personally. So I have 6 Dutch ovens now that I'm going to be using tomorrow for the workshop. I have a mess of a house that definitely needs clean, and then we need to start setting up for the workshop. So let's do that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. These are all of the starters for tomorrow. You can see they're all already really active. So my plan is first thing in the morning, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna feed all of the starters so that they're super bubbly for tomorrow because they are actually gonna use their own starter to start making their loaf in refeed. So that'll be awesome. But let's get to cleaning.
I don't know about you guys, but dishes are the death of me. I swear with baking sourdough, there are just so many dishes and I can never keep on top of it. I also had to have them clean because I have to start a few loaves for people that are coming for the workshop.
Part of this sourdough workshop is that they get to form dough and score it and bake it. So what I'm doing here is I am making a big batch of dough. This is going to be ready for them tomorrow to pull out of the refrigerator, score, and bake. So this is going to be the dough that they take home with them. So part of that also is that I want them to also get the experience of shaping dough. So tonight I am going to start a batch of dough that will just ferment overnight, and then they will be able to take that and form it, put it into Banneton baskets, and then they will be able to put that in the refrigerator. It is valuable for the students to be able to get their hands on every process that they can. So this is pretty much all mixed together. I'm gonna grab a tea towel, put it over top. This is gonna sit for 30 minutes. With that, I also had a few students who asked if they could order some loaves to pick up while they're here. So back here, I have 2 bowls. I have 3 loaves that they want to take with them. So that's another layer to this. This workshop is a lot of work. If you've done any education, you probably understand how much work goes into something like this. And the people that are coming tomorrow are getting a really great value for what they paid. I charged $40 for this workshop, and I will not charge $40 again. I'm excited. I'm just like super nervous, honestly. I just hope it is what they expect and want. It's my reputation, and if I want to keep doing this, I have to make sure that I do a great job. So I am putting a little more flour in here because it was just a little wet for me. Some things that I've already come across that I am kind of rethinking for next time, just in case you're wondering on how to do this or if you're gonna do something like this. One thing already that I know that is going to really be a hard struggle is having them do proper stretch and folds. We are not going to have the time, so it's gonna take over 2 hours to do stretch and folds. The workshop itself is 2 hours. So we are not gonna have time to do all of the stretch and folds that I would want them to do. I don't have enough material to really pull it to 3 hours. I mean, I probably could. Sourdough is it's a pretty big task. However, this is for beginners and I don't want them to feel like overwhelmed. I want them to get their hands on dough. I want them to understand the process so that they can go home and make bread for their families. The goal is for them to feel confident enough to start making bread for their family. So that's what we're doing. And already feeling beat. Let me go grab a tea towel for that. I have kind of lost track. I got working over here and just lost track of what I was doing and forgot to turn the camera on. At some point, I thought I had the camera on, but I didn't. So I'm gonna show you guys the setup so far, what I have going on. All right, so over here, I have a mimosa bar set up. So I have some glasses. They only had pink and I figured pink will be fine. It's like a Mother's Day thing. I would love to stop at, there's a local flower stand just up the road. I would love to stop there and grab some local flowers to just kind of spruce up the place a little bit. So I got these. I have a dish where the champagne's gonna go. I got all this stuff at Walmart. So this was like a few bucks and it's pretty nice. I can use this over and over. It's the Better Home and Garden brand, but this is gonna be blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries for the mimosas. And then I got that white container, that's gonna be the champagne. And then I got a bunch of juice that's gonna go there. I'm also gonna do a small charcuterie board right over here. So I got some almonds, some crackers. I make a jalapeno jelly. I'm gonna put it out. On the table here, I have 2 large containers of flour. And then I also have 2 containers of pink Himalayan salt. This is the salt that I like to use in my bread. So I have that for each of them. I also printed off a daily loaf recipe. I'm gonna write them hand thank you cards as well. So I'm gonna put all of this into their thank you card. I have a bunch of measuring cups. I'm just gonna kind of lay this on the table. I have another set or 2 that I'm gonna pull out too. I got each of them these lames. Now these are just kind of like your cheapo lames off Amazon. I guess they're called lambs, but that drives me nuts. 2 packs of these, and they were like $2. So it comes with these 3. There's different color options. This was the color option that I found the best. I wish I could have done all white, and then it also comes with these little booklets, which I think I'm just gonna leave around on the table because they're gonna score their bread at the beginning and it gives them some inspirations. They can also pull out their phone, look on Instagram, but this gives them a lot of things that they can choose from. That's at their table. They're also each gonna have a bench scraper, so I'm gonna show them how to work with this. I have a few of these Danish bread hooks. I ordered a few more, but they didn't come yet, so they're gonna have to share, which is fine. So they're gonna have some of those. I also got these. They can use them to mix, and I'm also gonna show them how to refeed their starter, so this will be perfect for that. And I think that's all of that. And then they're each gonna get a tea towel. I got these at Walmart. Again, I think this was $3 for 5. So we're gonna use these, we're gonna damp them and put them over their loaves before they do stretch and fold. The one thing that I am going to also have, just not yet, is I'm gonna have some warm water on the stove, and I'm gonna use that to help them make their loaves. I just didn't wanna obviously put it out yet because it's not even warm. But I think that's it. I'm also gonna put their starters here so that they have everything as soon as they walk in. It's all gonna be set and ready to go. So that's what I got so far. I'm gonna make sure every little place looks nice. Good morning. Today is workshop day and I am so excited. I got up a little late. I wanted to be up at 5 to start the dough so that they'd have something to form, but I snoozed my alarm quite a bit because I am exhausted. I was up till 10:30 just finalizing things, writing thank you cards. I just want to make this experience perfect, and I just want these people to spread the word. This is my first one, so I want it to go really well and I want to build my confidence, so that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna chug this cup of coffee. I have 3 loaves that I need to bake for some of the people that are coming, and then I am going to try and relax a little bit, get myself ready, and yeah, I'll show you guys the inside so you guys can see what we got going on.
It is ready for them to come. I was not able to get a ton of footage while I was teaching. It was just too much going on, but my husband did capture a few live photos and then some still shots that I have put in here. We had such a good time, and I am so glad that I did this workshop. I can't wait to have our next one.
Just finished up the first workshop, and it was better than I could have anticipated. I honestly was so excited for all of the things that everyone learned, questions they asked. They were so engaged, and I am definitely going to continue to do these. I actually learned a few things. I'm going to share that with you. The first thing is I definitely need to up my price. I charged $40 for them to come learn every single step of sourdough. They took home a starter, a loaf of bread. They also got recipes. They got to have mimosas and snacks. And that is a really great value for $40, but I spent a lot of time preparing, and that doesn't really leave much for me to make money on. So that is going to be something that I need to figure out, is what the price range needs to be. The other thing that I am going to do for next time is I'm going to put together some sourdough kits where they can buy a Banneton basket, bench scraper, all of the things that they need so that they can literally go home and make bread. I'm gonna give them a bag of flour. I just think that is another add-on that would really help them, because they were taking notes. They were like asking where to buy all this stuff, and it would just be helpful that they can leave here and just start baking at home. So everything went great. Bread turned out great. They had a lot of fun scoring, but I am beat. I have a lot of cleanup to do, as you can imagine. I have so much dough that they started that I need to do something with. So I'm gonna have myself a little mimosa, get to cleaning, and probably have a cup of coffee and relax. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that this is encouraging. If you are looking to start classes, I encourage you to do so. This has been so amazing. I feel so good about it. And I think it's something my community would enjoy, even if I do them for like little parties or, you know, like private. You get 6 friends together, you come, we'll have some drinks, we'll make some bread. It'll be really fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.